can silence one, kill the other. That seems to be the cleanest play, but then you give up Innervate when you want to put Dr. Boom onto the board.
My shield for Argus.
This feels like you're tempting fate a little bit, but I think he does feel comfortable with that keeper. So if anything ever went disastrously, reliability because of the fact that it's a 2/4, so it doesn't trade with Patron very effectively.
What this also does is there's a very high likelihood that even if Tom like cleared the board, then the Boombots would either kill off the Frothing or it would do at least 1 damage. So Keeper the Grove could actually finish.
Summoning Portal's not free. You're right.
Very few things in life are free, Dan.
I came to cast Hearthstone, not learn life lessons.
Well, you get a 2-for-1 deal here.
I'm pretty surprised about the Warsong Commander, second Warsong Commander. Maybe he was searching for specific. Oh, that's funny. So you trade in the Armor Smith and then Innerrage. Or sorry, the other way around. Yeah, you want to be able to copy this Grim Patron, make it really difficult. And Dart is not looking comfortable at all because this is the win condition that Warrior's been looking for.
Yeah, he really needs like a Wrath here or even a Swipe. Force of Nature would also be good. Living Roots. There we go. That's pretty much kind of a full board clear.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And then it's top decking Wars from that point on.
That's kind of just hilarious how Living Roots is kind of saving Dart here.
Only one person has survived the onslaught, and it's a portal. It's a summoning portal.
He won the brawl.
Ha! So, I'm pretty sure this won't go to Fatigue. It's going to come down to whoever has the better quality minions.
That's a quality minion, I would say, but
it's very average, to be honest. It's just a 3/3, because now you can just deal with it with almost anything you draw. Swipe, Drew the Claw, Wrath.
What do you think about... Would you consider not holding it or just keeping it in your hand there to wait for some kind of activator?
Another night on the prowl.
Because this seems very vulnerable, whereas if you had like any kind of whirlwind effect, you would have been a much bigger threat. You would essentially, there's no card in the game.
It's a very fair point.
Really, that deals with 2 patrons.
Ooh. Well, that patron is dead. So now, does he use the swipe here on the patron? He realizes, well, he's used both Frothings, both patrons. How does he kill me? I think so. You kill this patron.
You kill the patron, you rejoice because there are no win conditions left in Tom's deck.
The only win condition left would be through regular minions like Gnomish Adventure, and he's still got like Acolytes, Unstable Ghoul, and weapons. Pretty much it.
Is it time to go for face?
It is, but then this is where Dart, if he draws Ancient of Lore, should be okay with just healing himself, right? There's no rush. Actually, would you hit the summoning portal at all at this point? Not really, because the world would effectively kill it.
Yeah. Not only that, but you know your opponent doesn't have any battle rages left.
Oh, that's lethal.
I can't believe that.
I was not expecting a Grommash.
Yeah, that's not really a card that we see at all.
Yeah, it's been cycled out of the patron decks. All right,
yep.
Well, there you go.
We're about as confused as you guys.
Well, not confused, surprised. I mean, that card was common at the beginning of Patron's life cycle, and they realized they can win without it. Instead, they wanted cards that were a threat at all times. So Grommash would have to sit in the back lines for a while, and what ended up being was like more of an Alex Straza effect than an actual finisher. So what happened would you'd probably play Grommash and hit for like 10 or 12, and then try to use the Frothing Berserker or Grim Patron to finish the game. And they just realized that that made it very clunky. So if you removed it, cut it, and just create more cycle heavy, more like I want to get a lot of cards through my deck and go for a big OTK, it's better. But Tom says, no, I'm just going to play Grommash.
Yeah.